This is Pamela coming to you live from Preysal, and you can probably hear the excitement in my voice because I am here at the home of, his parents' home. That's Dinesh Ramdin, who was newly appointed the West Indies Test cricket captain, and me being an avid cricket fan, very happy to be here. And his mother, Mrs. Myna Ramdin, also known as Cheeky, that's what they call her in the community. I was just speaking to her, and she was telling me that she was not born and bred in Preysal, but she got married and came to Preysal, and that's some 35 years ago. And something that I admire as well, she told me her anniversary is on July the 15th, and even Dinesh Ramdin's wedding anniversary is on July the 15th as well. So that's really amazing. And without, I'm going to bring her in one time and let her talk about when she got married, because she was just giving us some stories about when she got married and came to Preysal. And welcome, Mrs. Ramdin.
Okay, hello and good morning. My name is Mrs. Ramdin and I live in Preysal. I married and come to Preysal. And when I come to Preysal, well, computing was very different. And I come to my in-laws' home, but they were very poor, and we make ends meet. And I as a daughter-in-law in the house, I had a cook, and we had fireside, we had stove, but more in the fireside we cooked because gas was kind of scarce. So I had to cook a big pot of soup in the fireside, and we didn't have water. We have to tote water. We had to cook, we had to wash. I had to see about 2 children. When I married and come, I have to take care of myself. And I get pregnant soon as I reach. I had 2 children. I had Morris and Melissa. Then after 2 years apart, I had Dinesh. Well, he's the Prince of Preysal. and Prince of Trinidad too, but he's the Prince of Preysal. They used to tell me, Mom, you just only take care of your gold son. And you don't take care of we, you don't buy this for we, you don't buy that for we, only everything is Chris. Well, when a boy child, mother taking care of him more than the girls now because father is guilt child. Father used to say, you only taking care of Dinesh. I said, well, Dinesh is my son. Then a year after I come and get pregnant, the next one. Well, Danraj, he like cricket, but he don't like to play because when I send him for practice, the teachers are here as usual. He practicing, and he's supposed to catch a ball, and the ball hit him in the chest. He said, Ma, I'm not going back there. He come home crying. He said, Ma, I'm not going back to play cricket. I'm going to study and go in an air condition office to work. I say, okay, son, you go ahead. I help you all the way. So said, so done. He started in the hospital. He's an accountant in Mount Hope Hospital. So Danraj working there, and then I come back and have 2 other children. I had Millie and Rennie. So I used to take all of them by the cricket ground with a whole bucket of food. Serious, I used to pack food in a little bag and carry there. They eat in lunch and thing there till evening. I don't watch cricket and bring them home. I was playing cricket at that time. And at that time, I used to play and thing. Dinesh used to say, Ma, I want to play with you. I said, no, son, you go one side. He said, Ma, I want to wicket keep. I said, no, son, you go one side. You're too small. When you get a little bigger. He said, Ma, look how that boy wicket keeping there. I said, don't worry, he's stylo. He does wicket keep. Sahade, is that what his name? Gopal Sahade was wicket keeping. He said, Ma, I want to be like he. I said, okay, son, you would be like he when you get big. At the age of 8 years, he started to play for Preysal school. And from there on, teachers are here who groom him to be there, until they finished Preysal school. Then he started to play for Cuba Junior Sec. Then he started to play for Clico Preysal. And Ian Bishop Bowling coming down the road. And I say, son, watch out. Okay. I said, son, watch out. So he do so. Don't worry, Ma, don't worry. And then I say, okay. And from there on, I started to support him all the way, heart and soul, go anywhere he go in the school bus, hungry too, I go in with fry aloo and roti, I go in to sit down and watch them play cricket anywhere he go in. I said, He said, Ma, oh God, she's the only lady in the school bus. I said, son, I don't care what they tell me, I go in with you. And then I started to go with him all over till he reached where he is today. And I support him all the way. He's my son. He's a good Prince of Preysal. I always tell them that. And he's my gold son. But they just get vexed, but I don't bother. But I say, that's my son. When you see he button and I said, and he hit her for, I say, shut boy. Yes, he was really nice.
And, she's talking about Dinesh now, and a lot of smiles around. Even my colleague Shivani is laughing as well, listening to the stories of Dinesh growing up and getting involved in cricket and wanting to be a wicket keeper. Yes. So, you can see and you can hear the pride in his mother's voice as well. For Dinesh, and even now, as I mentioned too, that he was only last Friday, I believe, he was announced as the West Indies Test captain. So quite an achievement coming from very humble beginnings. So I mean, it can happen to any one of us. Just work hard, and once you have family support, I think that is even that is very, very critical. And Mom, you also mentioned, that you would carry food and you would carry aloo and roti and whatnot. Tell us, what is Ramdin's favorite dish? What would you say is his favorite dish?
Like curry chicken and dal and rice. That was his favorite. But since he come back from away, he liked tomatoes, shoka and roti. Always tomatoes, shoka and roti. He said, Ma, what are you cooking? I said, well, dal and rice and bhaji. He said, no. Make some tomato choka and roti fast away from passing. I said, all right, son. And in place at 20 minutes, I had to make that. Yeah. But he loved tomato choka and roti.
Right, so you heard it right here from his mother's mouth. His first meal was rice, dal, and curry chicken. And when he went abroad and came back, it was sada roti and tomato choka. And we mentioned that we're in Preysal, Kuva. And this particular little street that they live in, it's actually named after Dinesh. It's Dinesh Drive. Yeah. So that's really, really amazing. It's his namesake, I would say. And I want to thank Mrs. Ramdin for speaking with us and telling us a little about Dinesh and his growing up and him getting involved in cricket. And he has really, really reached a long way. And of course, she also mentioned the support that he got from Mr. Baksh. And for those who might not know the name, Mr. Zahir Baksh is actually the husband of Mrs. Eleanor Baksh, who we spoke to our first capsule this morning. So a very influential person in the community and very well known, I think, to everyone throughout Preysal. And not only Preysal, maybe the country as well, because he's also an esteemed author as well, wrote a book about Preysal and the history of Preysal and so on. So I want to thank Mrs. Ramdin again. And she just her final words this morning. I mean, pride and joy of Preysal, as you said, the Prince of Preysal, Dinesh. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I want to thank the Preysal area, the Preysal village, for supporting my son. The whole committee support him, and they are proud of him. And I want to say thank you to the committee of Preysal and the entire Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. They support my son well. So thank you all. On behalf of my son, I say thank you all for supporting him.
Right, and expressing gratitude for her son and all that he's accomplished over the years. So remember to log on to 103fm.net for pictures and more as we continue our journey throughout Preysal. And you can also like us on Facebook. Don't forget, like us on Facebook. And my colleagues again here with me, Shivani, Hemant and Jason. And you can join us in a few minutes' time as we bring to you another capsule from down in Preysal.
Thank you very much, Pamela. Pamela Ramcharan, the 103FM team, bringing to you another